Hallo, das ist Miss Jäger. Or in English, that's hello, this is Crap Hunter. That's a cool name in German. Anyway, this is a World of Tanks video once again, and as you can tell, the 8.0 patch hasn't arrived yet. Sucks. But I can imagine it's going to take a bloody long time, because let's face it, it's a massive patch. So yeah, I thought I might as well have another session on this, because, you know, I haven't made a video in a while, and I just thought, well, hey, you know, So yes, I was thinking recently that we haven't really had a go at the Hetzer, and with good reason. Their characteristics for the armor has been equivalently quite poor. I mean, it'll do a good job, but still kind of poor. But now, I mean, I'm still thinking about it because, you know, it's a good tank, and not only will I be able to get, if I get the Stug, not only will I be able to get that, I'll be able to get the L70, which does have a good penetration. It's also quite effective in battle, and, you know, it will give me a fair chance against heavier tanks. Of course, Jagdpanzer 4 isn't going to be any easier to get to. Of course, okay, that's 60,000, so one would assume that that's a little lower. But yeah, you know, it's not too bad. There's Fug 7, 8.8 centimeters, L56. So, you know, it's getting there. It's not too bad at the moment, but it's getting there. So, actually, let's go for it. Let's have a little look-see, because my commander, Marco Lipfert, and Conrad Beer are all, like, you know, they want to get this through. I might improve this guy's skill level, because I've been doing it for the other guys, so in a sense it's not so bad. Train. Now, for those of you who might think that's a bit of cheating or something silly like that, okay, so it may not be 100%. I think. Okay, yeah, it comes into effect. I might have that. Yeah, that'll work out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer these guys over to the other big tanks. So, into the battle, I say. So yeah, this is the Hetzer. We haven't really been focusing on it as of late. We've kind of just been... Oh, wow. Anyway, so we haven't really been focusing on the Hetzer as of late. And to be honest, it's not a bad tank. I mean, in my personal opinion, when I first bought this tank, I fell in love with it. It was just the most amazing tank I've ever used. Well, so far. Oh shit, we've got a French one, and it ain't looking pretty. I hate tanks that stick out like that. If you're looking at the FCM, whatever it is, I'll just try and find a way at that one. That one there. I'm not liking the look of. Yeah, so see if we can get this one working pretty well.
Hey, new guy, better not fuck it up.
Indeed, we shall not. But yeah, the Hetzer, in my personal opinion, is quite an effective tank. Oops, sorry, mate. It's quite an effective tank. I find it to be quite cool in battle. Its speed isn't too bad. It's not like it's not as fast as I would like it to go. One of the biggest drawbacks for me, though, is the armor. Unfortunately, it's just not that good enough to be able to stand up to a heavy onslaught. It used to be the most heavily armored tank that I had, which was quite funny because it's like now it's just no better than no better than that pretty much. SU-18, you know, it doesn't take too much nowadays to blow one up. I should know. I've destroyed many. Well, yeah. So anyway, one of the coolest things though about this tank though is the fact that it's incredibly accurate with its 75mm cannon, and you know, in its defense, it's not like it's totally crap. It's not like it's a terrible tank because it can't stand up to much. I mean, you know, you'd be driving something like a T-28 or a Panther 3, and the Panther 3, I would say, isn't, as in my opinion, as useful as a Hetzer. Yes. See? Panzer 3 would be struggling right now with that kind of power. The Panzer 3 is just not one of those tanks which... I mean, the only reason why I say this is because a majority of the battles that I have fought in, and I'm just going to cockblock a few guys. Boom! And I've just wasted a round. Ah! Okay, that was me being a bit cocky there. We are really close to capturing the base, so I might as well sort of forego the potential victory and cap the base. If I can get another kill, even better. That's pretty cool. I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, as I was saying, the Hetzer is a great tank when it comes to engagements. Like, if you want to knock everyone out in one... If you want to knock out tier 3s to 4s in one go, you're looking at, you know, you're looking at quite a decent amount. Oh, okay. Well, hey! 1,000 experience. Yeah, I like this tank. I still like this tank. She's still a beauty in my eye because, first of all, she just looks sexy. I mean, that's a sexy tank design. Glad I got that. But yeah, there's my victory. 3 times. Ooh, I like. 949 for credit. So she's quite a cheap. When it comes to servicing, she's relatively cheap to service. Like, she isn't stupidly expensive. Of course, I've got all the essentials. I also have got the ventilation and camouflage net. I may endeavour to increase. I may endeavour to use one of these. Actually, I might just use that, just because gun rammer is perhaps the best thing you can equip for those sort of things. The VK6301 though is still my favourite tank, because not only do I get the ability to blow crap up with an 88mm cannon on the top, I also have great armour and okay, so it may not be like the best of armour, but the hit points kind of tell it for me, and as long as you keep to the 45-degree angle rule, you should be fine. I mean, you should be fine. I'm not saying you are fine, you just should be. So, I say on to another battle with the Hetzer, because, you know, that was a bit of a quick one, but, you know, I don't mind. I don't mind being... I mean, that was me when I was at the highest of tiers, so, you know, you get those things. And, of course, it's always the way, isn't it? Oh, do the enemy have that? No. Oh, would you look at that? VK6301 on the top. Oh, if only. If fucking only. Oh, sorry, my bad. Shouldn't swear. If only. Nah, well, you know, to be honest, you gotta be down with the dirt before you get up to the shining glory. So, you know, it's just the way. VK6301H. Nah. I'm actually kind of finding it rather funny, because I used to hate it whenever I saw it. I was like, I wanna be up there. And I'd be moaning like a hell, but, you know. Oh well. Yeah, so hopefully I'll be able to build myself up to the Stug. Yeah, you know, I'm really hoping we do well with this S35CA. Now, for some players out there, you may know what I'm talking about. The S35CA, in my personal opinion, if we are to have personal opinions in this game, is one of the most annoying tanks that you will ever face in the battlefield. At the moment, I hate the S35CA. I love it when I'm on its side, I hate it when I have to fight it, because undeniably, there will be occasions where I have to fight this thing, and its gun will rip my armor to shreds. I've had to face this thing with the Panzer 3 to 4, it took one shot and my tank tracks were dead, and I had about, say, a fifth of my health left. And then, of course, it shot another round, and then I died. So, yeah, I don't like that tank. It was annoying. And as it's French, it's even worse because they should have just surrendered. Oh dear, the AMX. Ah, an M6. Already taking heavy damage. It has got a bunch of other tanks. I will say, the M6, the M10 is another tank that I'm not such a big fan of. I mean, I like it because, of course, you know, if you're American, you love it. But, okay, I am doing this, right? I am just advancing upon an M6. And that's why I should never advance. Never do advance. Okay, so I just learnt a lesson there. Whoa, that's like right in the middle as well. Right, so as you can tell, this is one of the weaknesses of the crucial weakness of the entire tank, of my entire Hetzer, which is one shot, you've reduced everything. You've reduced all the hull to about, say, a fifth of the shot. Now I have to really be careful how I use my tank. Come on. Do it again. Oh, there's another one as well. We're probably going to be outflanked soon because they have taken out at least 4 of our guys. Oh, it appears that our KV-1 friends have arrived. But no, they're cowards. Ah! Our T1HT is not doing too bad, but Jesus Christ, that guy's powerful. Ah, times like this, I really wish I had my TK601. But no, I gotta go up to the Stug. I don't know how many hit points the Stug has, but I'm imagining it's not 1,000 times amount. Up here, we have an M10 too. Ah, come on. Yeah, that's one of those bigger problems, unfortunately. AFKers are not the easiest of people to... AFKers are not the easiest of players to work with, unfortunately. Well, they're not even there, which kind of sucks. I kind of wish mini wargame or wargaming or something like that would punish people for not having been active in a match. Like, you know, come on, Mr. HG. I know you got a big ass, but don't show it a lot more. Come on, get out of the way. Aha! I'm not making that mistake twice. I know there's a fucking big tank around the corner. I'm trying not to spin around. Oh, sugar. The guy was aiming right at me as well. Ah, crap. Hang on. I'm not surprised, really. That's a lot of bad guys. One of the bigger... To be honest, though, I think, in all honesty, that's the biggest complaint I could perhaps have about this game, is the AFKers are really just... I mean, if you're going to play this game, I'm going to ask you guys, if you ever have a moment where you're playing a video game and then say to yourself, hey guys, this is such and such, you know, I'm going to go play this game, I'm going to do this thing, and I'm going to be all fancy and cool and wicked and all that crap. Why on earth do you think it's a good idea to not play? I mean, I know this game's pretty much lost now, so, you know, it's pointless me trying to play the thing, but... that wasn't a very good game. But, okay, I survived, which isn't too bad. Which kind of also shows what kind of things we've got. So, damages... Actually, does it show you the damage you get? No. Okay, so, it's about, yeah, 1,000 pounds worth to get, to fix the tank. So, that was, you know, we had one win and one fail. Unfortunately, our team, you know, the team that I was working with was good playing. You know, they knew how to play the game. But unfortunately, the AFKers decided to be right smegheads and decided to not play the game, which is really stupid. Don't know why they do that, but alright. Each to their own, I suppose. But yeah, you know, this is now my 6,000 target objective. Let's have a look at my trajectory. So 350 points, which isn't too bad. Bearing in mind, of course, we can't upgrade the hull, like we can't upgrade the tank, so it's going to be 350 points. We will be able to upgrade the engine to its fullest capacity, which is a very good thing. We'll also be able to give it a better gun, because it's got the L48. We'll also have the L70, and we can also research the L70, and I'll be doing that before I get to the Jagdpanzer 4. So if I go to the tech tree, they'll be going up to that. Then we'll be able to get up to the Jagdpanzer, and then we'll be able to get to... I'm not sure about going over the Ferdinand. Let's have a look at vehicle details. Actually, no, let's just look down here. If we go to the Jagdpanzer, we'll be able to get down... We'll still need to research a crap ton. That's a lot of research. But you probably assume it. Seriously. I suppose, though, by the time I get there, because I'm obviously focusing more on my VK6301 and also my Panzerkampf Tiger, that perhaps I probably won't be able to... I probably might have been able to research all the guns for it. Is there anything I need to research? No, I got a FUG 11. I've got all the important tracks. I suppose the only thing I have to research now is that. Could use that. Anyway, Sorry about that. So, there was my tank destroyer video. I still do use this tank. I haven't used it in a while. But yeah, this is the pro. You could literally say the pros and cons of the Hetzer. The pros is it's an amazing tank when it comes to tanks that are lower tiered than me, obviously, and it still does effective damage, and it still does effective damage against tanks that are higher tiered than it. I mean, I did some fairly good damage to the M4A3E2, which I believe is about a tier 6 or 7 tank. Yes, tier 6. So I did a fair amount of damage to that tank, and I don't think I did shoot it, but I reckon I would do a fair amount of damage on the side of the VK601. But yeah, that's a pretty darn good tank in my opinion. So anyway, and of course with the cons, it doesn't last long in a firefight, which is a very big shame because it's a really good tank. I loved it when I first used it. Anyway, so this is Crap Hunter. Oh, by the way, channel announcement. Dun 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 dun. That's my news announcement. Basically, for those of you who have been following my Lord of the Rings series, and are now possibly wondering where the next installment is, I'm afraid I have gotten rid of them off my YouTube because, unfortunately, the views that I was getting from them were not exactly enough. I mean, I waited a number of weeks to look at the different videos that I was uploading, and I looked at the Dale campaign videos, and it may be that I might try with other Total War games. It's not like I'm kicking it out entirely, but I was looking at my Dale campaign videos, and unfortunately, the Dale campaign videos were not getting as many views as the ones that were of my tank videos. My armor videos are surprisingly popular. I will say I didn't realize that, but I will try and make more of those in the future. I've also updated a number of things for the armor too, so I have the ability to play Ace mod in case people are like crazy. Well, in case people are curious about that. I'm not a DayZ fan. I don't like the concept of what it's become because unfortunately I wasn't around when it was first coming out. Like I didn't really play Arma 2 at that point. Like I wasn't too involved. And then of course by the time I heard about it, I also heard about the reputation that it had now become more of a 12-year-old noob fest because everyone didn't really play together and they only had versus matches. Like they all kept killing each other, they didn't really play fair, people were being killed for no reason, and just boring stuff like that was really petty and pathetic, and you know what I mean, it's just really, really silly. So I have endeavoured to try a new I have endeavoured to look at this thing and go, right, okay, so you basically I'm not really been a fan of the Ace mod thing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and see if I can, of the Daisy thing. I've not been a big fan of that. But I will try and make some videos on the Ace mod. I also have World of Tanks stuff to do. Obviously, for those of you who don't know about the 8.0 mod or don't really pay attention to the forums, it is predicted, I will finger quote this, finger quoting, that it is predicted to come out around autumn. So namely about around this time of the year, like, September. It was intended for end of August, early September. I was looking on a couple of forums, and it's not obviously come out now because obviously we've just been playing on it. But I reckon within a couple of maybe within a few weeks we may start to see announcements going out about the mod, about the update. We may see announcements. May see something more in October. I'm thinking October will be the month of the 8.0, which will kind of be like a birthday present because I was born in October, so well, hey, just when the summer goes and the rain comes back from winter. Oh, lovely timing. But yeah, no, it's all looking like it could be an October release. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for channel announcements. Oh, and also, okay, one last thing, not big, but because I am of a teenage age, and also because, you know, it's what every teenager does, I am going to a college, so, or high school if you're American. Basically, we're not going to college high degree. We're going to like a high school degree or something. Basically, I'm going to college if you're English, and if you can understand, if you find a better way to explain to Americans why the difference between the two, that's cool. So yeah, unfortunately, because I've got college, I may not be able to release as many videos as quickly as I did beforehand. However, as it is a media course I'm studying, maybe I might be able to figure out how to make an introduction scene better and all that jazz. Thank you for sitting through the announcements. They will be few and far between. And also, once again, if you like my videos, please subscribe. Rate, subscribe if you like it. Thank you very much. If you have any constructive criticism, like, if you like the way the video is presented, if you want to see me do more magical things with a mouse whilst I'm talking, so it doesn't seem too crazy, or sorry, too crazy, seems too boring, or anything like that. I mean, I look through the I'm doing stuff as I'm thinking. Don't want to distract myself and get off subject. Just things like that. If there's anything like that, if you want me to, and if you're a fan of the Dale series, say, hey, okay, I didn't really watch it too much, but do you think you could try and bring it back? I will bring it back if there is a fair amount of voting for it. Like, if people are saying, we really want it to come back, I will try and bring it back. But it may not be Dale because I have uninstalled the game, because that's the main reason why I had to uninstall, because unfortunately my memory isn't too big on my computer. Anyway, I've been babbling on for a while now, so I'll just happily say this. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. This is Crap Hunter signing out.